What's up, DBs? Coach D Magic here, former D1 defensive back. Went to the University of Hawaii, played under the great Dave Aranda, head coach at Baylor, defensive coordinator when LSU won the national championship. And my DB coach was Durante Jones. He is currently the cornerbacks coach for the Minnesota Vikings right now. So we're going to talk about some press man. Everyone wants to learn press man. One thing I want you guys to notice is look at the distance. All right, when you go to these camps in the summer, you're going to see guys literally lining up off sides. In the NFL, watch them. They're about 2 yards off the ball. The reason why young guys don't want to do this is because they're afraid of all this space and it requires more patience. All right, so we're going to talk about the technique he's using and why having space allows for you to be more successful in press. All right, so I wouldn't suggest this much space. 2 yards is fine. Okay, but it sets the new line of scrimmage. So instead of him having, if we're lining up here, he just needs one move to beat you, 1 yard, one step to beat you. When we give space, one, it allows us to read the release properly, but it also comes with us having to be more patient, but it takes him longer to beat us. So now the new line of scrimmage is here. So as long as we stay lateral here, we should be able to win. Now let's take a look at the technique the DB is using. He's going to go with what I call the pure step, gather step, kick step, or read step, gather step, kick step. Okay. So what does that look like? You're going to go with a small 6-inch step with your outside foot as soon as the receiver moves. Sorry. So receiver moves, small step to the outside. We stay square. We read the release. Now, because there's so much space here, you don't want to just stay flat-footed. So he is going to give himself more time to read the release by taking a gather step backwards. So take a look at his feet. Gather steps backwards. Now, as we're stepping and gathering, if we're reading the hips are moving this way. Okay, so now we got a clear read. Now we can kick and get hands on the receiver, all right? So if you want to learn this technique, I'll put the link in the description. I'm telling you, my master press man program will teach you this. I have 40 plus drills of this technique and other techniques so that you can be successful in your press. So again, read step, gather step, kick, and we stay on top of the release. Now, things aren't always going to go your way in press. You're going to go against a good receiver, or you get impatient. He's going to get by you, whatever. Okay. So you got to learn to play from behind. Whenever you're behind like this, there's a couple things you need to be thinking. Okay. You need to be ready to match the hands. So if the ball is over the shoulder, you want to try to match the hands. If the ball is here, you want to punch the ball out. If the ball is underthrown, you need to be focusing on the near shoulder. You need to be looking for some type of deceleration to tell you that the ball is underthrown. They say that that's one of the hardest things for a DB to cover is the underthrown ball when we're in trail. All right, but not if you're paying attention to your keys. So you're just waiting for one of two keys to happen. You're either waiting for deceleration, underthrown ball again, or if there's no deceleration, you're looking to play the hands. So as we're looking to close space, not looking for the ball, do not look for the ball when you're in trail. Do not look for the ball. I hate when guys do that. So we're in trail. As we're looking for an indicator, what do we see? Deceleration. All right. Whenever you see this shoulder stop and start to move towards the sideline, that tells you that that ball is underthrown. All right. So it will be a pass interference if we run into him because he's stopping to get the ball. So as soon as we see that deceleration, we need to decelerate and then get our head back for the ball. Notice how he perfectly times this up. Look, the ref is literally looking. So this is not pass interference. He has a clear view. He's waiting to see if we get our head back. So deceleration, get our head back, and we make a play on the ball.